Welcome to Let's Talk Relationships Coast to Coast. Hi, Chuck. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well. I hear you have some construction going on in your house.
Yes, yes. So this is the first day. So my dog Marty is with me. So he is in fact sitting with his head on the side of my chair, looking at me with his little tail wagging right
He-
now.
He's
But
waiting. He's waiting for his time.
yes, he is. But if you hear any barking, that is what's going on here. I don't want him running out the door. So.
Well, I have the same, I'm not the same issue because we don't have our dog anymore.
Mhm.
But on Wednesday, today's Wednesday, and this afternoon during my sessions, I have the gardeners who come by my window with their blowers and everything. So yeah, we all have, it's, Zoom is not without its challenges.
What I like about it is when I get to see, I see my clients, dogs and cats and all that other stuff. It just really helps us get to know each other in a different way at a new level, which is really cool.
Why don't you show his lovely face now that we've talked about it?
I He just walked out,
Just walked out.
of
Perfect,
course.
perfect timing. Well, hey, our
Okay.
we have a workshop coming up on I've got it right here. Friday, August the 6th, 9 to 12 p.m. That's a Friday. This is for safe conversations in the workplace.
Yep.
Friday, August 6th, 9 to 12 p.m. a.m. to 12 p.m. Pacific time. And then in New York, where you are, we
12
have
p.m. to 3 p.m. Right.
3. We did our math. Okay, that's good. Well, one of the thing that I'd like to just briefly discuss today is the fact that so many people ask the question after we go through this elegant tool called the Safe Conversations dialogue, the different dialogues that we do. It's so amazing to see how people are impacted by it. So people ask, well, how do I use this with people who never had the training? Because you can't just sit down and have a dialogue with someone in a formal context when you're working. But to answer that question, we used them in the past the analogy of sports, like basketball, for instance, when you may have a coach that gives you drills to just drill into you the fundamentals of basketball, passing, shooting, dribbling, how to deal with certain defenses, that kind of thing. And you might practice a shot for 100 times and end up, you know, getting it down. And then, but when the game starts, you don't think about the skill. But when the opportunity opens up, you make that shot, and based on your muscle memory and brain pathways, you'll be successful because of the training. In the same way, in the safe conversation dialogues, the purpose is not to speak in a dialogue fashion, format all your life. The purpose is to really give voice to your core, to give voice to that real you, the real authentic you. Um, Most of us speak not from our core, but we speak from our wounds or our defenses, and but not from the core because we don't really have language for that. But the dialogue gives language to speak from the core, and that means that undefended, vulnerable, authentic, real self. And
Mhm.
so I'm so excited because as we internalize the mirroring, validation, and empathizing, when we internalize that, we can begin speaking from the core. We call that relational competency. When you get to that place where you're actually living and listening and talking from your core rather than from your wounds or defenses. And so internalizing the process. That's why we do workshops on it. That's why we spend time practicing it. And the structure is like a spoon. You know, you use the spoon to scoop the food, and you enjoy the food. We don't eat our spoons. The goal is the food. In the same way, the structure can give an emotional sustenance. You can give that to each other. Uh, you know, through the structure. And without the structure, many times we don't have the voice.
Wow. That's a great way to say it. That is a really great way to say it. So the idea is not to focus on the process of the dialogue, but the connection and speaking from your core and speaking authentically. And that's really the goal.
That's it.
Yeah. But that's really great. And I also talk about, that the goal, is not, even with couples, the goal is not the dialogue. The goal is for the couple to thrive and safety, what we call the space between. That's the goal. Dialogue is just one tool for that. It's a tool to help us express ourselves with others, and but we also need that safety to be able to share our core.
We really do, and it's so exciting to see people on the in the Safe Conversations workshops get this for the first time. I mean, experience it, some of them for the first time, and
Hmm.
so that's what's fun about it. So we want to invite you to join us, and we're going to put the details in the chat as soon as it comes available. Friday, August 6th. If you're in California, it starts at 9 a.m. to 12, 3 hours. If you're in New York, it's 12 to 3. Love to see you there.
Yes. Hope to see you there. Thank you.
Thanks for sharing, Elissa. Good to be with you.
Thanks. Thanks. You too. Bye bye.
Bye bye.